everybody, and welcome back. Sammy here at Sammy G Stitches, and this is a special video. Today is January 1st, 2021. Welcome to the new year, everybody, and happy new year. This is a YouTube channel about cross stitch, and today on the channel we are going to do a WIP parade. Buckle in because it's going to be a long one. I realize I have 60 WIPs going into 2021. I'm okay with this. I know a lot of people that's a bit overwhelming, but I'm all good. I'm going to try and set up a rotation. Not quite sure what that looks like exactly yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So let's get started. I kind of grouped them by size. I've got my smalls, my mediums, my large, and then super too big. So that's how we are going to be doing this. Alright, first up, and I'll try and remember as much information as I can. This one is actually going to have two of my projects. The first is Tired Trio from Plum Street Sampler. That's how much I've gotten done. I don't know, not even quite halfway. This is on 32 count fog, 32 count Lugana in fog from Picture This Plus. And I'm probably going to be doing quite a few of these stacks on here. And this is Tired Trio. I think I said that. And then right over here, we have the beginning of Raccoon Ramble, also by Plum Street Sampler. It's her latest stack. Is so cute. And again, 32 count Lugana in fog from Picture This Plus. This one, let me see, I've got my cheat sheet here. I started Tired Trio in May for Stitch Mania, so May 8th, 2020, and Raccoon Ramble was December 29th, 2020. So there's both of those. Alright, next we have, this is Loads of Fun from, no, this is not Loads of Fun. This is Irony from Hands On Design. It's their laundry company series. And it says, Irony, the opposite of wrinkly. And this is on, I believe it's 32 count Lugana in Storm from Picture This Plus. I started that one also in May 17th, 2020 for Stitch Mania. Help you? Okay. The next one I have is, it's from an Etsy designer. I'm not sure which one because it's not on my pattern anymore. And this is Ew People. This one's for Lexi. She's over there making sure I remember. It's a little unicorn and it says Ew People underneath it. This is on 32 count linen in Hecate from Under the Sea Fabrics. It is, look at that fabric. It's gorgeous. So I started that one in August 29th, 2020. Alright, next we have Waiting for Santa. I do have the little cover card there. And this is Britter Cup Designs. It's she has a monthly series, and this is December. So there's where we're at. The little kitty's all done. I just have to do the fireplace and the words. This is on some random piece of fabric. I don't know. It doesn't have a label on it. It looks like probably a 32 count, like an ivory color. Doesn't have a card. Oh, yep, 32 count ivory Lugana from Zweigart. It's still recording though.
That series is absolutely beautiful. I love the little kittens.
I do too. Okay, next I have Owe Them All from Erica Michaels. This is on a 32 count Lugana, 28 count Lugana in Anubis from Under the Sea Fabrics. And I am getting fairly close to a finish on this one. I think I have the border and then the words down at the bottom. It says, "We don't know them all, but we owe them all." Can you see it from the back?
No, I do not.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping I'm still recording. We're using the GoPro tonight and it's blinking, so I'm assuming it's still recording. This is Love from Riveris. It is on a 32 count Lugana in Ruby Wine from Zweigart or Silkweaver. Zweigart, I think. Yeah. I bought it at Silkweaver. And that is where we're at. This was a new start here in December. I believe it was December 1st that I started this one. I love those colors. I had to change the color of the hearts because the color was exactly the same as this. So I changed it to like a light lavender. Next we have Lovely Home. This is a country cottage needlework. It's on a 40 count linen in Apollo from Under the Sea Fabrics. 36 count. 40 count. It's a 40 count linen from Under the Sea Fabrics. And I also started this one here in December of 2020. I wish I could see.
Can tell where your little
my hoop was.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we have Eat, Sleep, Stitch, Repeat. This is from Lori Holt. I believe her company is Bee in My Bonnet. It's on a 28 count Lugana in Winter Sunset from Under the Sea Fabrics. And that's where I got to. It's going to be small, only maybe like that big. So. Alright. That one was started here in December in 2020. I don't know if I said that. Another one I started this month was the Year of Celebrations February. So that's where I got to on that one. It's from Hands On Design, and it is on 32 count Lugana in Brash from Picture This Plus. Yeah. I have January done. This is February. I have the other ones cut and ready to start, but we're going to try not to start anything new in 2021, so we'll see. Oh, well, that happened. Okay, next is Winter from Rosewood Manor. I know there were several people that started this at the New Jersey retreat the year before last. I am doing it with the called for thread. It came with the kit, the pattern and the threads came together. This fabric is 32 count Lugana in Angel Bliss from Silkweaver Fabric. It's an opal fabric, so it sparkles. And that's the full length of the design, so it's going to be fairly small also. Which is probably why it's in the smalls section of this video. I started this one in December. Okay. Next we have Rainbow. This one is one of my favorites. It is a Kitty Me Designs. It's going to be basically like the head of a cat. And which way is up? I'm not sure. I think this way. And this fabric does not have a name. It's from Valkyrie Stitchworks, which is cat fabric dyeing. It's gorgeous. I love it. but I don't know what it is. I know it's a 28 count Monaco, but I don't know, like she didn't name it. She just had them up on her Facebook page. And it looks like the last one of my smalls is the other laundry company. This one is Loads of Fun. And this also is on 32 count Storm Lugana fabric from Picture This Plus. Oh shit. I can't see what you're seeing. That drives me crazy. Okay, so we made it through the smalls. And in record time, I think. I'm going to pause right here and I will be right back. Okay, and I'm back. I think this is a little crooked, but at least I can see myself again. All right, we are now into the mediums section. So this is a, this is Miss Christmas Eve from Nora Corbett or Mirabilia. I don't know which is which on most of them. But I just put in a quick start. This was my November 29th Leap Into a New Start. And this is on 32 count Wexford linen from Silk Weaver in the color Coral Crystals. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And it's a linen, but it is really similar to an even weave. So I really like that. Next up, this was also a December start, somewhere in December. This is Peppermint Purple When I Saw You on a 32 count Lugana in Spring Breeze from Mystic Fabrics. So that's what I did, a complete color conversion on the threads. So it'll be teals, blues, and purples, I think. Should go pretty well on this fabric. I need to make a list of some of these that I need to trim and serge, since I got a serger. Okay, next, this one doesn't have an official name. I call it the Harry Potter book collaboration. It's by Embroidery for Kids on Etsy. And sometimes it's up there, sometimes it's not. You just have to kind of check. And here's where I got to. This was a new start in December to have it ready for next year. It's on a 28 count Lugana in Wicked from Sunny Dyes Fabrics. And that fabric is gorgeous. So reminds me of a spell. So, it's also sparkly. Okay. Next we have Sugar Cookies from the Cricket collection. This too is on 32 count Lugana in Winter Sunset from Under the Sea Fabrics. That's why the other Eat, Sleep, Stitch, Repeat is on the other half of this, which is why it's a funky shape. But it worked out. So I need to finish up the C, the I, and the E. I think I want to go for a finish this year on this one. So I need to make sure and write that down on my WIP Go board. I think we need to add Sugar Cookies to the WIP Go. I haven't finished my WIP Go board yet. I was kind of tinkering with it a little bit last night, but I haven't finished yet. Alright, next we have, it looks like Shores of Hawkrun Hollow. This is classified as a medium. I think even at a reduced one it's probably a medium. I'm only doing 3 of the squares. But one of them is the long square, so it technically counts as 4. But I have the first square done. I've started the border on the second square. And then when I get these 2 done, let me fold this in half. I think it's only going to take half this fabric. Maybe not. The other one will go across the bottom. So this is 32 count Joblin in Freya from Under the Sea Fabrics, which I think works really well with the nautical theme we have going on this piece. This I started, I believe, in January of last year. I have my cheat sheet, but it's hard to look for them because it's kind of small. I have it inside my Happy Planner. But you can see things are falling. it's written very small. So. Also, I have the cover photos for all of these in my album on my Facebook page. So if you don't follow me on Facebook, you can look below. I'll put a link to it and you can check it out because it's public. Okay, and this one is Dinah's The Trick and the Treat from Prairie Moon, I believe. I'm not quite finished with that last page, but I almost am. And that will make me halfway done with this project. This is going to be a focus piece this year. I'm doing this for Cheryl's yearly, which means I focus on it every month and hoping to get a finish in on it. I haven't really set up my goals yet, so that's one of the reasons I haven't been telling goals with the first few, especially the newer ones. So, this is 32 count Jobelin in Changing Leaves from Under the Sea Fabrics. So it's a gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. Right. Next we have Time for God. This is Lizzie Kate that I have been working on for someone else. And I think I'm going to try and go ahead and get it finished this year. So we will put that on the WIP board. It's not very much left. I've been procrastinating because it wasn't a piece I was working on for me, so it wasn't something I just was striving to get finished. But I think this year we're close enough that we should just go ahead and knock it out. And this is on, I don't have the thing with me. It's a 28 count Opal Lugana. I think it's Gaia from Under the Sea Fabrics. That's what it is. I knew I'd remember eventually. Okay. All right. This is another one that I started this year, October 31st. It was supposed to be my October 29th leap into a new start, but I just didn't get to it right away. This is on a 28 count linen in Peeps from Seraphim Fabrics, and this fabric, y'all, is so pretty. So like subtly modeled, bunch of colors, makes me think of Easter. Just gorgeous. And this pattern, which I'm showing you the back, so I should probably stop doing that, is, I actually need to fix the corner because I think I have the whole top row messed up. But anyway, this is What Lies Within Us from Works by ABC, Arlene Cohen. I got the pattern when I was at the New Jersey retreat. Look at that fabric, y'all. It kills me. Okay. And these are just threads that I pulled out of my stash. They are Victorian Motto sampler threads. Color and Cotton. Oh. Color and Cotton Purple Iris. And another Victorian Motto in aqua lace trim. I think they're going to work out beautifully together, and I can't wait to work on it some more so that we can start to see that. But you can see that the beginning has modeled very nicely. So, okay. I'm just going to set that over here. I have so much cleanup to do later. I should call my assistant back in here and have her help me. Okay, so this is Merry and Bright from Cottage Garden Samplings. It's one of the Songbird collection. Y'all know I finished Forever and Ever this year. This is another one called Merry and Bright. I feel like this one's gonna stitch up faster than those big old flowers did. This is on a looks like 28 count. I can't see. Yeah, 28 count in Dryad from Under the Sea Fabrics. I think it goes very nicely with the colors in this. And those berries are what it is all about. They're gorgeous. So that is where I got to. I started that one for Stitch Mania this year with Jessie Marie. We both started it. I know she has a limited focus this year, so you probably won't see hers again for a bit, but I'm going to work on mine. Okay, next. This was a market release, I believe. It's Love Friends Home from Jardin Privé. It's on 32 count Lugana in Uni Poo from Mystic Fabrics. This is another just gorgeous fabric. Just so softly modeled, and the color is real soft. It's not real in your face. Purples and blues, just gorgeous. And there is, I'm showing you the back again. There is the middle block. It'll say love, friends, home. So I got friends done. And then I just have the other two to do. So, that one is deceptive. If you see the pattern, it looks small. It is not. It is not, but it is so gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Oops, I just threw stuff all over the room. Next, I have Haunting Household. Oh, sorry, I have to fix the GoPro every once in a while, and the stand that it is on is not great. Very cheap stand. Okay, so this is Haunting Household from Glendon Place. If any of y'all are in Semi-Sane, next month they are doing Stitchopoly, and there's an extreme version where you have to stitch on a pattern by the designer that you land on. So that's one of the reasons I got this Glendon Place started before the end of the year. This is on 28 count linen and Ice Storm from Seraphim Fabrics. It is gorgeous. And her linen's really nice. It's not hard to stitch on at all. So I think I'm slowly moving over to the linens because they model so much more nicely than the even weaves, but I still love my even weaves. It's all about having the right linens. So, all right, next I have Fall Pumpkin from Alessandra Adelaide. This was in a magazine. I didn't put the magazine on here, but this is on 28 count 28 count 32 count Jobelin and Pele's Fire from Under the Sea Fabrics. When you don't write down your information correctly. I did get half finished with it in 2020. That was my goal for the year. So we're gonna try and get that other half this year. I don't know if I will, but we're gonna try. Maybe I'll even put it on the WIP Go board. When did I start Fall Pumpkin? It's a 2019 piece. I was trying to get my older pieces on the WIP Go board, but that one's probably gonna have to go there. All right. Then we have January Wordplay from With Thy Needle. And this is on a 28 count Monaco that I coffee tea dyed myself. So we just got the bare start in January, but these stitch up really quickly if you could focus on them. I actually just finished May. Y'all will see that in the finish parade. Hopefully tomorrow, but I'm not holding my breath because it's a lot of work. Maybe Sunday. Maybe Sunday when I'm at work. Right. Next I have I Solemnly Swear. This is from Fiddlesticks AU on Etsy. I don't know if she has these up anymore. I got them a while back, or I got it a while back. It's on a 28 count linen in NYX from Under the Sea Fabrics, because linen is the only way you are going to get this amazing dark color. And the modeling is just so gorgeous. So I've got the entire top half done. I am Gryffindor, so I used Gryffindor colors except in the banner because I love purple. And actually these are my three favorite colors. We got purple, red, and yellow. So we got about half of that one to go. I may have to take a break here in a minute and charge my battery. Let's get through the mediums first though, shall we? Next we have Here Lie My Needles from Shakespeare's Peddler. This one I'm dragging my feet on because of the linen. Sorry to say, I don't like it. But here's where I'm at. And it's a R&R linen. don't remember the name of it, and I don't have it. Yes, I do. Hoffman's Special by R&R. So, I don't really like the linen, but I'm not giving up on it. We're going to get it finished at some point. Not a high priority on this one, unfortunately. We'll get there eventually. I have some like that are just, they're on my WIP list. They're not going anywhere, but they're also not moving very fast, and I don't mind. I don't mind that they're not. This is 32 count Lugana in doubloon from Picture This Plus. And this is Needleworker from, who is this from? Little House of Needleworks. And I did a color conversion because I don't have the whatever it was called for. And it's coming out a darker, not as bright and vibrant as what you see on the pattern, but it's working out. It's blending nicely. It's going to look good. So that is Needleworker. And it is, I just saw it, so it's a 2019 piece. Turn the camera back on without knocking it all over the place. Okay, next, this again is not a very high priority one. This is, I don't know that it has an official name. I call it Mira Mask because I got it at the Mirabilia retreat a few years ago, and it was the freebie that Nora gave us. I love it. It's one that always gets set on the back burner, and I don't mind. It's on 32 count. Where's that 28? It's probably 28. 28 count Lugana in Ophelia from Under the Sea Fabrics. I love Ophelia. And it's an opal Lugana. So, and I've got my 2 needle minders on it because I was part of Team Fireball for, I don't even remember the name of that group anymore. Stiach. For Stiach. And that's who I was with when we started this, and also what the pattern's going to look like. These were little needle minders that we were given with the threads and the beads, everything but the fabric. They gave us everything but the fabric. So, and I believe that's a 2018 piece. Yeah. All right, this one was a recent start. This is a dimensions kit that I am doing for a coworker of mine. This one's called Butterfly Expressions, and I'm using all the kitted stuff because it was hers and she just wanted it stitched up. So it's on this printed Ada. So that's what it looks like in full. And I started working on the butterfly, but then I worked my way to the top so that I could work down. So that is where I'm at. Look at that butterfly. So pretty. So I'm working on that for her. I'll get back to, it'll get like an hour a night on nights that she and I work together here starting this week. So that's going to see some stitching every day until it's finished. Next is Autumn from the Cricut collection. And this one just has the barest start. I believe it was Mania start this year. And I really, really need to get back to it. It is on this beautiful, looks like printed fabric because the back is plain, but the front has modeling. And it is a 32 count Lugana in Country Mocha from Zweigart. So it's so pretty. Alright, and the last in the medium section. Maybe. Where is she? Nope, I got 2 more. Okay. Okay, so this is Haunted Mansion from the Tiny Modernist. It was a Sal, what, in 2018, I think? And I'm just getting around to, I mean, I haven't finished it. No, it's 2019. 2019. And this is as far as I've gotten. So I've gotten the first 2 rooms, starting on room 3 and 4. But it's just, it's such a cute piece. I'll get back to it soon, I promise. This is 32 count linen in Lycan's Moon from Under the Sea Fabrics. This is also what my Legendary Creatures was on. I must have bought a big piece of that. Okay. That needs to go back over there. And I have one more, and that is the Dark Queen of the Sea Stitch Along from Autumn Lane Designs and Under the Sea Fabrics. And I have not even finished part 1, y'all. I really need to step on the gas. She's so gorgeous. I want to work on her. She just came out at a time where she couldn't be my focus. So, this is on 32 count Jobelin and Bewitched from Under the Sea Fabrics. This fabric was dyed solely for this Sal. I don't think she is producing it for those that aren't in the stitch along. But it's gorgeous, and I can't wait to work on it some more. Part 5 is out as of today, and I'm still on part 1. So that just gives you an idea how lost in my own headspace I have been. Okay, so I am through smalls and mediums. I'm going to have Lexi help me put all those up, get ready for the larges and the BAPs while my GoPro charges a little bit. So I will be back shortly to finish up. All right, everybody, let's try and get through these last several with the 27% battery that I have left. All right, because I went from 10 to 27 in the amount of time it took me to put up all the smalls and mediums. Okay, so we are into the larges. That means how we classify the size, if you add the stitch count, the width by the height, and then divide by 2, then less than 100 is small, 100 to 200 is medium, and 300 plus is large. And then I have BAPs, which I think are 400 plus, or they might be 500 plus, I'm not sure. Excuse me. So, this is Anzac from Long Dog Sampler. It is on a 32 count Lugana in Reflection from Mystic Fabrics. And it is so stinking adorable. So I'm doing this in my own colorway. What I did was I put the pattern into Pattern Keeper and turned on the diagonals and then just colored each diagonal a different color. So that is Anzac. It is a focus piece for this year, so it'll go right back on a Q-snap. I don't know why I'm folding it. So you'll probably see that one quite a bit. Next is a recent start. This is Angel of the New Dawn from Mirabilia. She is going to be a big girl. Sorry, my light's a bit bright back there. And I did this on 32 count Jobelin and Icicle from Under the Sea Fabrics. And this is my start. So I just put 100 stitches in so that I can work on her this year. She's going to take up most of that fabric, y'all. She's going to be huge, but I'm excited to work on her, and she's going to be a piece for my mom. So, okay. Next, we have my birthday start this year, which was Garden Prelude from Mirabilia. It is on a 32 count Lugana in Twilight Meadow from Sunny Dyes Fabrics. And there's my start. I believe I've either only worked on this on my birthday or only worked on it once since. So most of that work was done on my birthday. Look at this fabric. Isn't it gorgeous? So pretty. So she is super cute. And I know the water lilies came from a friend, and the beads came from a friend, so, and the pattern came from a friend, so the only thing I purchased for that one was the fabric. So my friends are awesome. Next, we have Living with Charm from Lizzie Kate. This has not been a focus piece. Like, I've barely worked on it since, but part of it's because it's a restart. I messed it up the first time. So, here is where I'm at. My daughter adjusted the light and now it might be just a little bit too much. I can't tell. But this is on, I believe it's a 40 count in Masquerade from Picture This Plus. It's a linen. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it said. And I actually do have the patterns in here. So this is what it will look like when it's finished. Okay. Next, this one is definitely on my WIP Go board. Not a focus piece as of yet, but maybe once Thine is the Trick and the Treat is finished, this might become a focus. This is Spangled from Log Dog Sampler. And I have, I believe, 2 pages done there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And this fabric is a 32 count Jobelin in Ophelia from Under the Sea Fabrics. So I got most of that one side done. I love this piece. I started it with Belinda and Megan, and I think it was just the 3 of us. I feel like there should have been a 4th person. I don't quite remember, but I know Belinda and Megan and I, because Megan and I were waiting on Belinda to get her fabric forever. Okay, next, and this is going to be a focus piece, so it's actually going to go on a Q-snap, is my Lady of the Flag from Mirabilia. And this is where she's at. Oh, I can't see y'all. Ooh, sorry, taking a ride. I feel like my camera's crooked. This is where she's at. I really like to put some more time into her this year. I know she ended up on the back burner a lot because I messed up her face and I decided to fudge instead of frog. So then it was like every time I had to work on it, I had to remember what I was fudging. So, but I'm mostly past that now. So we're going to focus on her and try and get some progress done. She is on a 32 count linen. I don't have it on here for some reason. It's an Under the Sea Fabrics. I want to say it's Hamlet, but I'm not positive. So here's where she is at. I'm going to set her off to the side because I'm going to put her on a Q-snap and take pictures of her soon. Okay, next I have House Targaryen. This is from Lolita Made on Etsy. I think I want to make a goal of finishing at least another page this year. I already finished House Stark, and this is how far I've gotten on House Targaryen. Half of it is done. The entire right side, left side, whatever, that side is done, and so I just need to work on the other side. It's 3 pages tall, so a page would get me a good chunk. And it's being done in 666 on 32 count Jobelin. I think it's chalkboard from Fiberlicious. Next, I have Growth Rings from Ink Circles. This was a magazine chart I got from Michelle Bendy Stitchy. She is on 32 count linen in Hecate. And I'm doing this in a couple, I think it goes this way. A couple classic colorworks that I just picked off a shelf. So one is Golden Star and the other one, I forgot what it's called. But I don't have the little tag in there. But anyway, so that is how far I've gotten on that. That yellow sure stands out from those crazy tie-dye light colors. I love it. So next we have Fairy Tale Lands 2 from Soda Stitch, and this is on Iced Grapes. It's a 32 count linen from Under the Sea Fabrics, and I have almost half of it done. I'm still down here in the corner trying to get finished up, but I have almost half of it done. These are another one that do not take a whole lot of priority, especially now that my kids are a little bit older and probably wouldn't like just be super gaga over them. So they'll get done when they get done. I stitch on them a little bit for this prompt or that prompt, but not a huge focus piece. I'm so crooked, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. Fairy Tale Lands 1, also from Soda Stitch, and also on Ice Scrapes 32 count linen from Under the Sea Fabrics. This one has a lot less done on it, but that's where I'm at. I've gotten most of Pinocchio and starting on Hansel and Gretel up there. So that is where that one's at. Those were both started in 2018, I believe. So they're on my WIP Go board because they're one of my oldest pieces. But we'll see how that goes. I'm not overly concerned about it. This is a new start. I started this in December 30th, I believe. This is Celebrate Christmas from Madame Chantilly. Yeah, that light is just a little too harsh right now. So that is the pattern. I'm putting this on 40 count Verdal. I love Verdal in Summer Winds from Swigart. So nice little. This fabric probably would have been better for something summery, but it worked for what I needed it for. So that's a new start. Newish. I mean, it's already been started, but I started it recently. Okay, next, this is one I would really like to get done this year. I may have to make that a goal. This is Aberdeenshire from Mearns Craft. It is a map of a part of Scotland. So I've gotten the border completely done. It's just filling in the inside. And there's going to be a shield thing over here that I've kind of had to design myself based on a family. So that's gonna be interesting to see how that turns out. But we'll get there. Okay. Now, oh, here we go. This is World Postage Stamp from Soda Stitch. I hadn't worked on this one at all this year. It's on a 28 count Opal Lugana in Aztec from Under the Sea Fabrics. And that's where I'm at. I haven't worked on this at all in 2020, so it hasn't moved much. But I'll get back to it soon. Again, not a huge priority. One I kind of enjoy working on here and there, and I'm not in a rush to get it finished. This one was a new start this year. This is Shangri-La from Kesslin's Designs. And I'm doing it on a 40 count Newcastle linen. And there's my start. So, oh, and the color is Ash Rose on the fabric. It was one of my 29th starts. I'm not quite sure which one. Okay, next I'm going to see how I can do these. Do I have to take them out? No. This is Mini Phantom of the Masquerade from Heaven and Earth Designs by Melissa Dawn. This one is going to be a focus piece this year. You're probably going to see it quite a bit. Last year it was Alice. This year it's going to be this one. I'm going to go ahead and take off the Q-snap a little bit so that you can see, because there's more done up there, and I needed to take a picture like that anyway, so there's where that is. I think I'm on my third page. I decided to do my column. So, it is on a Picture This Plus 28 count. I want to say golden something. So that was before I learned the love of Magic Guide. This is Mini Alice in a Dolly Dream. everything that's stitched you can see right there, so I'm not going to worry about taking it out, even though the threads are like sitting on top of her face. Well, let me pull those down because she does have a bit of eye there and it's pretty intense. So that is where she is at. She is so gorgeous. I will be working on her this year, just not with the focus that I had this last year. Next is another Heaven and Earth. Oh, and that's by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. This is another Heaven and Earth designs that I have. This is QS Ladybug. I don't want to butcher the lady's name. Let's see. QS. Ching Chow Quick. Or Kick. Or something like that. It's just black. Kind of an outline, ladybug and flower. So look forward to stitching on that some more. Okay, this one is in here backwards, so I'm gonna have to pull it out. This is Ornament Fairy Spell, I think. This was gifted to me from somebody in one of the groups that I help with. I'm doing this 1/10 stitch. That's new to me. So that's how far I've got it. Also, I'm trying to color complete, so we'll see how that goes. But so far, that's where I've gotten to. It is by Steve Robert. It's gorgeous. It has like a unicorn and it's just absolutely beautiful. Okay, that's my larges. I'm gonna get those put up and then come back with the BAPs because my battery's about to die yet again. We'll get this done eventually, I promise. So I will see y'all in just a minute. Hey y'all. Okay, I'm gonna insert a quick clip. I was in the process of putting this video together when I realized that I actually missed 2 projects. And I came across them, so I decided I'd go ahead and insert before I upload this, even though it's taken me a couple days to do so. I've had some technical difficulties. So, one of my ones I was hoping to finish this year, but didn't get to finish, so it is on my WIP list for next year, is Leaves of Change by Tell an Emblem. So, this is on, I've got right here, 32 count linen in Black Forest from Picture This Plus. And my lighting, of course, is not as good here, but that's where I'm at on that one. And then another new start I had in December was another one of the Britter Cup kitties. This one is from Britty Pets 3. I'm calling it Punk. So that's what it looks like. And I think I'm missing the sticker for the fabric, but it's a 32 count Lugana. I don't know the color, and it's from Zweigart. So that is where that one is at. Okay, so I will let y'all finish up with the bats and get this uploaded. I hope y'all are having an amazing new year. See you soon. Okay, y'all, welcome back for the very last part. I've got 19% on the battery. I figured out how to stabilize it so it's not moving all over the place anymore. And we just have like 5 more WIPs to show. 5 or 6. I think I missed one earlier. Okay. So, one of the ones I missed from the large section was my epic Pokemon. This is, I don't know who does it. It's a Facebook group where a guy created, you know, the 151 Pokemon. Rita Murray recently finished this one. In fact, she finished it the day I started it. She finished and I started together on Zoom. So, this is on the 28 count Monaco. It's going to be huge. I need to, but the reason I forgot is I had it set off to the side because I need to serge the fabric. So, but here was my start on it. So, I've got a long way to go. But this is another one where I'm not going to be in a super big hurry to get it finished, but I'm going to enjoy working on it each time that I'm able to pull it out. So that was a large that I'm going to serge and put on the Q-snap and then put in a project bag. Okay. Another, oh, so I've got four BAPs. Yeah, The first of that is the Modern Folk Embroidery stitch along that they did this last year. I've barely gotten started on this, y'all. I'm not even finished with part 1. It's in these beautiful hand-dyed silks from Silks For You. It's gorgeous. I think because I'm so close to the edge, it kind of deters me from working on it, but I really need to get back to it. And I'm still getting used to silks. So this is on a 32? Yeah, 32 count Lugana in Autumn Sunrise from Zweigart. I absolutely love the fabric. So there's that one. The weather must have dropped because it has gotten cold in here. And my heater's running, so that tells you something. Okay, the next one I have is Once Upon a Fairy Tale from Heaven and Earth Designs. This is an Amy Stewart bookshelf, and that is how I've almost gotten that first page. So very, very lovely. I got so many Hades on the go now. Ugh, it's just too much. Too much. Okay, next, another Hade. Also by Amy Stewart. No, I'm sorry. This one's by Rose Kahn. And it is Magic Study. I started this one with a bunch of friends in June. And absolutely love it. I think it was myself and Jessie Marie and Belinda and Sarah, Harriet, maybe. I don't know. There was a bunch of us that all started Magic Study. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I love it. It reminds me of Lexi, so it's one that I really need to work on. But pages, there's so much. They're not a high priority. Slow stitching. This one I have not worked on since I started it in 2019. And this is Life is an Open Book Paris from Heaven and Earth Designs. I believe this one is also an Amy Stewart. Just that first little corner done, but I really want to do more on it because it's absolutely gorgeous and it reminds me of mine and my husband's trip to Paris, and I need more of that Paris trip in my life. So I think this one needs to be worked on sooner rather than later. I may have to make sure that's in the rotation for this month. While I was working on organizing, I have a semi-plan. Now, it's not a fully concocted plan, but it is so-so. So what I do, how I've been organizing, because I have these beautiful project bags, but I feel like there's so much room for, I mean, unless you're putting a Q-snap in there, to just put a project like this one, which is small, I feel like they're just too much room. So what I've done is I keep mine in these pencil pouches that you get from the dollar store or wherever. Excuse me. And that's where I keep most of like the fabric and the floss and stuff. However, so what I did was I went through and I have more than 10, but I had 10 empty bags, and I divvied up projects into the bags based on their size. So we went through the smalls first. No, I think we did the mediums first because I had 20 mediums and 10 bags. So I was like, okay, that's 2 per bag. And we put 2 mediums per bag randomly. And then we put a small to 2 smalls depending in each bag, and then a large to 2 larges per bag depending. So it's just random. And what I think I'm going to do is at the beginning of the week, I'm going to pull one of these. And those are the only projects I'm going to work on. And then if it gets worked on, it stays in this bag. If it doesn't get worked on, it moves into the next week with the new bag. However, I make that work. This is just my thoughts going. And plus I've got, of course, my focus pieces that have to be worked on. So I think that's kind of how I'm going to do that. I do think I want to do a Haid Day again. I want to do a Cheryl's Yearly Day, and then homework will be the stuff. So I think that's the plan. So that is my WIP Parade. That is 59 pieces out of my 60 because one of them has up and walked away. Leaves of Change by Tell and Emblem is somewhere. I have no idea where, but there's snow outside, so I'm not going to go dig for it. We don't usually get snow in Texas, so I'm staying in the warmth of my house. Yeah, so 59 WIPs going into 2021. I'm excited. I'm anxious to see how this year goes and hope the stitching flow keeps up and that I get a lot of work on these pieces and that I don't start anything new. Do I think I can do that? No. I think I'll make it to May. I'm giving myself till May, and Mania will be like, you need to start new stuff, and I'll be like, okay. I could be wrong. I could make it the whole year, but I'm betting on me to lose, so. And that's okay. That's okay. But in the meantime, I'm going to focus on all these WIPs. I hope y'all enjoyed. I know this is super long. If you have any questions, please leave them down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you all for watching, liking, and subscribing, all the ways that you show you love me, and I will see y'all later.